Hi Gemini, my name's Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul, and this is your mid-January love reading. So you come in as Lilith. Now Lilith is a loving spirit. She is the Empress, but she also has a little bit of trickster energy to her. She has this kind of, one minute it's like she's nurturing, but there's also a little bit of a trickster, but it's not in a bad way, just maybe in a little bit of a challenging way. She talks about as well being feeling like you're feeling loved at the moment, feeling like you're feeling very beautiful. People are noticing you for your beauty. She's the sign of Libra as well, so she's talking about harmony, beauty, love. She is a goddess in the home, or he is a goddess in the home. It talks about you looking after yourself. It talks about self-love as well. But she also looks after the people around her. It can also indicate pregnancy for some people. So, or the birth of something new, the birth of a business, the birth of something together, because we're trying to deal with love here. So then we have the King of Wands, and now this talks about your passions. It talks about we got circus performers here, acrobats. It talks about having no fear. It's about feeding your fear to the fire and kind of doing what you want to do, doing what your passions are. There's that sense of needing to go for your passions, needing to go for what you love. So if you're single, it's about taking hold of that fear and challenging it, and not challenging it, channeling it. Yeah, so it's not taking over you. So then to make the offer, we have the Devil card. Now this can be a Capricorn energy. It can talk about feeling infatuation. It can be about obsession. It could be about feeling like, for some of you, it could feel like you're controlled. And then there's this need to kind of break away into something new, perhaps, for some of you. So that could be the story for some. Because we do have a double Devil card. I have drawn one from the Law of Attraction tarot, and we also got the Devil card there as well, but that is in terms of what we can do with that energy. So I'm going to read that one slightly different, but in this terms of this one, it's talking about feeling passion. It's talking about high sex drive, high energy. It's talking about feeling, yeah, obsessive. It can talk a little bit about codependency, so whatever relates to whatever, but it can also talk about addictions. It can talk about feeling tied into something, feeling like it's trying to break away, needing to break away. And with the acrobats here, they have that sense of freedom, but then it's that coming back. Maybe it's something that you thought was going to come back that is needing to break away, yeah. Because we do have the transformation card as well, so, or death. So it's about transformation, renewal, rebirth, but there is definitely a breaking away. It's also, with this Devil card, it's talking about it's like on one hand kind of solving a problem, but on the other hand adding to it. So, yeah, that's just a message in there. We have the King of Swords in the center of the reading. So this is your energy. This is air energy. So, but it's talking about standing in your truth and finding balance, yeah. You're feeling very balanced and very logical this month. You're also, in terms of those in a relationships, we do have the King and the Queen. So in terms of energy, these two should work off each other pretty well because they're both on the same page, let's say. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who knows her defenses and keeps her defenses up. And the King of Swords, he's very fair, so he wouldn't want to break down those defenses anyway. So as a pair, they are there, and it's talking about working on the relationship. We've got the Eight of Coins, and it's also about keeping the rhythm of the relationship, the timing, keeping the relationship going in terms of building energy, building the home, building finances. There's this sense of rhythm within it. It's like you're hitting the challenges as they come, sort of thing. And there is a lot of transformation. There is a lot of transformation in your relationships. Now, this doesn't just mean your relationships in terms of love. It can be relationships with family, relationships with friends, co-workers. But in some area of your life, you're feeling a bit defensive in terms of relationships. We got the Seven of Wands, and you're feeling a bit left out in the cold, or you're feeling a bit like you don't know what to do about a situation, because we have her kind of gambling on something here. We have her gambling on the outcome of a situation. So possibly it's like it's like a situation's thrown you, but you're a little bit on the defensive, but you're also saying that, like, you're right as well. So maybe in some senses it's like you're standing up for your truth, because we do have the King, but it's also feeling like you're being left out in the cold because of that. But I do feel like there's gonna be a breakaway and a transformation in terms of the relationship, and it creates more balance. We also have the Three of Wands, which talks about weighing up the pros and cons. It talks about doing an action as well that then allows your ships to come in, and then waiting for that action to come back, which is interesting because it's next to your messages from heaven card, and it says find a way to bring harmony back into your life, take the first step. So that first step could be the ship that sails out, and then it's like there's almost this gamble of what happens next, so to speak. But there is some release. We do have this, which is Temperance, which is talking about a healing, a balance within a situation, a renewal. It's like it was needed in order to move forward, because the Three of Wands is what you want to put your energy into, what you want to put your passion into. So in terms of actual love cards, to be fair, we don't have a lot coming in. It's like you guys are working on what you got. There's some that are pulling away from what is not giving them that sense of freedom or that sense of passion, let's say, or growth. So there's some walking away. But we also have woman holding a coin, and this talks about a woman or a man, and it's about value. It could be a woman coming into your life that gives you advice about business or about finances. It could be that in terms of yourself, you're working on yourself at the moment, so it's less about love in the relationship, and that could be where you're needing to defend yourself and maybe feeling like you're out in the cold in terms of finances. It could be because you're doing a new venture, or you're doing a new business, so to speak. It could also talk about a woman of value around you, and to look out for her. And it could be about maintaining your own value, but at the same time giving it to others, because you do have that reaching out card. We do have the Sun as well, so with the Sun underneath the deck and Lilith, I've just seen the Two of Cups there as well. Yeah, we'll have that. So that's about a relationship deepening. It's about it could also definitely be about a birth with that. It can be about a child being born into the family, or a child round you that's being born, that's bringing in that joy. But it's about a sense of feeling like a child again. This is feeling like your inner child is happy and they're just playing in the sandpit, enjoying the sun. It's that kind of energy. But or maybe, yeah, it's about, I think you guys are pretty good this month. You got the Two of Cups. That could be about a decision about a relationship as well. Or feeling like, it's almost like with the Two of Cups, there's that feeling like the energy's either working or it isn't with the Two of Cups. It's like you're either drawn to something and attracted to it, when you see the value or the wealth in it, or you just don't. So if you do, it's about, or if there's a need to reconcile an argument or a relationship, it's about finding a way to bring back the harmony in taking the first step. And I feel like the Two of Cups is about making an offer. It's about making an offer to what kind of vibrates with you, what you feel resonates with you. Maybe you feel like the offer could be rejected with the Five or the Seven of Wands, but the universe is kind of pushing you to kind of make the first step and release yourself from whatever may be tying you down. And that could be thoughts, that could be feelings, that could be resentment, that could be jealousy, that could be misunderstandings. The devil is all kind of forms that ties us to anything apart from, is the ego as well getting involved. Sometimes we have to have a little bit of ego, but in terms of relationships, no. In terms of our love for our ego, for ourselves, we need to have a bit of that. We need to maintain a bit of ego. It's not about totally ignoring the ego, because then it comes out of control. It's about having a healthy relationship with the ego. Sorry, I'm just ranting on now. But overall, Gemini, you have a pretty good reading. Yeah, there's a lot of balance, a lot of fairness within the relationship. But I don't feel like you're looking for a relationship. I feel like if you're single, you're kind of just doing your thing. Ah, I didn't take a romance. And I did for the others. So let's see what that says. Romance. Ooh, getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. Now, what's interesting is this card also goes with the take a first step card for a lot of you. So that could be take the first step to somebody you like, and then it's getting to know each other. But it's talking about revealing your innermost self. So there's a need to kind of open up. There's a need to kind of say what you like about the person. Say how you're feeling. The angels are saying go for it. So, I hope this has helped. Please like, share and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading for me, all the information is in the box below. Take care, stay blessed. Thanks for watching.